Hey everybody, today I am introducing an exciting new feature designed to streamline your quoting process. Our new AI-powered tool allows you to convert PDF documents directly into actionable quotes within TTS. This significantly reduces manual data entry and accelerates your workflow. While our AI is highly advanced, it's important to note that not all PDF structures are identical. Therefore, the conversion may not be seamless for every document. To ensure maximum compatibility and accuracy, we've empowered you with the ability to write custom commands. These commands allow you to guide the AI and tailor the conversion process for those trickier PDFs, giving you unprecedented control and flexibility. Let's head over to Quotes and take a look at our new AI interface. So you have our AI import quote feature works. So on the quotation create customer quote tab, currently this is only available on the customer quote, not the custom lighting quote. So at the very top you have AI import quote. Nothing needs to be entered at this point. So we click on AI import quote, and there are two boxes: the additional instructions, which we'll talk about soon, the ability to save these instructions so you don't have to keep typing them in, and then a drop file here to click and browse. So I'm going to take a factory quote. So if you remember, normally what you do in TTS with a PDF, if you don't have an importable quote or you don't want to type it in manually, you would use a factory quote. What the factory quote allows you to do is drag and drop a PDF into a box and even put in a value. This will attach this factory quote in PDF form to a quotation. So when you email this and forward it to your customer, they'll have that information. They can click on it and look at the quote. Now, with the AI feature, I've entered it into the TTS AI Assistant, and I'm going to send to TTS AI. One thing to note, please review AI results and verify accuracy. Send to TTS. It does a little thinking in the background, and almost instantly it will pop up and enter this quote into TTS. So here we go. So what it did, I found the quote name. It actually found some other information. It has a ship to address. It has quote notes. So it found a quote number that was assigned to this quote, if there are any terms, expiration dates, and also the line items. Very simple quote that I used as an example, but here we go. It has the description, has the product ID, quantity, and the amounts. Here's a quick look at the factory quote PDF that I just imported into the system. Now your quote is entered just like you normally would do. You can enter a customer name at this point. You can enter a vendor if you need to. Any other information can be changed. You can price it if it needed to be priced differently than that's on the PDF. But all the other commands that you normally do in quotations is available to you. Then you click Save, and you go about your day with their new quote system. So that's a simple quote that is recognized by AI. So let's say a quote is not recognized by AI. Let's go over to the import quote again and show you how to enter commands into the AI system to make your PDF quote import properly. To demonstrate the additional instructions in AI import quote, I've loaded up the previous quotation that we imported, and I noticed a couple of things. Under quote notes, for instance, freight terms is null. There were no freight terms on there, so I'm going to show you a way that we can add freight terms using AI. We can also just type it in here, but we can also add it using the AI interface. Also on price per, it's spelling out the word each. The normal symbols used is EA for price per, so we're going to make that change, and since it wasn't on there, that's why it just defaulted to each. So I'm going to show you a couple of commands, simple commands to customize our import, but again, you can always make these changes after the fact, after the import. So I'm going to clear out, start with fresh quote, do AI import, and I'm just going to choose new quote. Now I showed you that there is the ability to save these commands, so every month, every day, every week, every hour, whenever these quotes come in, you can actually have a set of instructions that you use over and over again. So I added a couple on here. So the first one, if price per is not found, it'll make price per equal to EA. That's something we want to do, and I can keep that going from quote to quote. If freight terms not found, make freight terms, and I'm adding a freight term. And I've also add payment terms. So if we had a payment term that we wanted to add, similar, and I'm asking it to put it into the quote notes. And again, I was saying it's the same as going into quote notes and adding this information. So I'm going to hit send to DTS AI. And after a little background thinking, AI should import the quote. And there it goes. So first thing I added right here, right? Factory quote, we knew that was in their freight terms, so it added my freight terms. The expiration information is still in there. Payment terms, so it added that as well. So it did it under the AI import as opposed to adding it as a note. And then last, the price per equals EA. So last thing you should do once you import a quote, and I mentioned this on the last video, please review AI's results and verify accuracy. So just looking through this quote, I noticed that the quote date is today's date, the current date, and the quote on the date on the PDF is a previous date. So you can make that change in here. And anything else, basically at this point, it's a standard quote. I can go in here and change any quote notes. I can add quote notes. I can change any line information. So thanks again for watching. And if you have any questions that you want to be answered in a video format, send your questions to askttstoday@tradetechsolutions.com. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.